Hey guys, you're back with Juzzy Evo X, and today I've got my Evo 10 back from AK Racing. So I'm going to give it a wash now before we go ahead and install the motion tail lights. Enjoy this cinematic. Alright guys, so I've managed to clean the car. It's looking much nicer than what it was. My car's just come back from the shop getting some work done. Just got the Bulletproof Racing fuel hanger installed. And yeah, so basically wanted to give it a nice clean so that prior to installing these motion tail lights, it was all prepped and ready to go. So these are the black OEM version Evo 10 taillights. They also come in a red version as well. I really like the look of them. When they're illuminated and you're driving along, they look quite good. But it's time to finally say goodbye to them. So today I am installing the DK Motion taillights. As seen here, it comes with a set of instructions. Now most of those instructions is talking about how to remove all of the interior that's in here. You know, there's a piece here that covers all of this area. There's usually all carpeted material all throughout here. I won't have to worry about that, and really it makes for quite a simple video to see how to hook up and connect the lights when you've got a completely stock wiring harness for the lights. So the first thing you're going to do to remove the lights from the boot is start off by removing the two 10mm nuts just here and unplugging all of these plugs, this one as well. Do the same thing for this side. Pull down the plastic cover, remove the two 10s and pull out these clips. Here there is a special sort of enclosed grommet, and when you push the lights in from the outside, it gives it a bit of a grip. So what you might find you have to do is just give it a gentle tap from this side with a mallet once you've got the bulb and the harness out of the way, just to allow the light to come out. You don't want to hit it too hard, and of course if you do, you risk the light falling out. So have a hand on top and just give it a gentle tap from underneath and it'll come out. Okay, so here's the back of the OEM lights. As you can see, it comes with a rubber protector or insulator to try and stop water coming into the bulb area. And here are the motion lights. Very similar. Has the two 10mm. Very easy to get into and connect. So I'm just going to put that in place now. Alright, so I've just simply placed the new lights in and done the two 10mm nuts up. As you can see, I've undone this part from here, this part of the OEM light. Same thing for the other side. So I thought I'd just show you here quickly before I proceed with removing the outer part. As you can see here, the light has the same exact contour as the OEM lights. So they do not, I haven't put the boot down, so they do not actually protrude. A lot of people don't like aftermarket lights for the CJ platform because they do protrude quite far out. So yeah, if you don't like that and you want lights of a sequence, we'll just go all the way around so you can have a nice look at it. Come from the top. So as you can see, these are not the smoked version, they are the red version, but here's what the red looks like in comparison to the OEM brake light. So the next thing we're going to do now is remove this part of the light. So to do that, you'll need to remove the 2 screws. Now I think it's 2 screws that you have from factory. As you can see, I've replaced them with titanium parts here. But once you remove those 2 parts, then I'm fairly sure that then removes out. So let's give it a shot. Okay, so those 2 screws have been removed, and then I've simply pulled them out of this area like this. So it might be slightly difficult to pull out because there are these 2 metal prongs in here. So you can use a flathead screwdriver with tape in it and just wedge it out from this area to pull the light out. So then you're presented with this wiring harness. So you basically will see on the inside here that the wiring harness comes with a plug here that you can disconnect. So you'll disconnect this white plug and then allow this harness to come out and follow the tail light away from the car. Let's do that now. Okay, so here is the white OEM clip. As you can see, that's how it goes in. Simply disconnect it like that. And then as you can see, there is a grommet here that whole loom can come out with the light. So I'll just pull that through now. All right, guys, so here is the light taken out. So just so you know, you don't actually have to pull this cable through this grommet here. The grommet is actually a part of the loom. So the whole grommet and the lighting assembly comes out with that cable. As you can see here, here's the new light that goes in. There's the grommet to seal off this area here so that water doesn't come inside. That's what it looks like from the inside. So I'll feed that loom and harness now through here and connect it up to this white plug and this white plug. All right, so I've just fed the grommet through. It's quite a solid grommet, so I'd recommend you use a flathead screwdriver to push it into place. But as you can see, once you push it through, there's the wire, there's the plug dangling that can connect white to white, and then you simply just push this side in. So I've now fed the wiring harness and the grommet on the Australian passenger side, and goes in simple as that. I'll put the 2 screws in there. As you can see, the grommet is fully sealed. All right, so I've now done up the screws. In my case, they're an 8mm aftermarket one. So I'm simply just going to plug this into the OEM plug. A little bit hard to do with one hand. Just like that, it's nice and secure. In the box, we've got 1, and we've got 2 harnesses here. So now I'm going to connect these up and show you the way it's supposed to go. All right, so I'm just going to start by connecting what is the most obvious. So this is your factory loom, and there is the connectors from this light. There's only one that fits there. It won't fit the other one, so that's obvious. So you'll go ahead and connect that. On this side, same thing, go ahead and push that in. Okay guys, when it comes to the wiring, it's really simple. You simply have a blue and white connector, which is going to join the inner trunk to the right hand side trunk. That's it. Then you remember we had two other sets of wires. One was a really thick bundle and the other was slightly shorter, but they both had this colored connector. The really long wiring loom comes from this right side. As you can see, it's connected in here and it routes all the way through, then through this grommet, through here, and then up all the way to this connector. So that is the longer or the thicker bundle of this strand of looms. There's another loom set of the same color. It's shorter and its route simply goes from this tail light. So as you can see, it's there, and then you will route it again up here through the hose to this left side. So standing back, just making it nice and easy, the shorter of the wiring looms goes from the outer to this inner. The longer of the looms goes from that outer, travels across the top, and then makes its way to that side. Hey guys, it's the next day and it's about 5 p.m. in the afternoon, and it's been hard to actually video something, and of course, as you can appreciate, it's difficult to get the motion sequence when you're by yourself. So what I've done is I've just thought I'd take a quick walk around video showing what the car looks like in some moderate daylight. As you can see, the sun's going down in Brisbane, Australia. There's the fit. So as I was saying earlier in the video, the shape and contour, I guess if you want to call it, of these lights is exactly the same as factory, so they don't stand out. This is a December 08 Wicked White, as it's commonly known, Evo 10 SST. So the red is actually quite a decent dark red, as opposed to being like the 08 OEM red.